And me. Oh man. So this weekend I talked about last weekend, John. This weekend I was very proud mom because my son Jeffrey went to the prom. And he was trying to act like it wasn't a big deal, but I knew it was a big deal for him, and it was a big deal for me. So he like even like him getting in his tux and putting stuff on. I just kept going. Oh my God! I remember when you was 2, and he was like, "Stop it already with the stories." And I was like, I had the clippers, and I was trying to show him I'm a single mom, so I'm trying to show him how to shave, and with young African American boys, it's called texturizing your hair, and you have a sponge that you have to do so that they get the texture in their hair. And I was doing that for him, and he was smiling, and the whole time I just wanted to cry, but he was like, are you gonna cry?" And I'm like, "No, no, I'm not gonna cry." And so I was trying to, I'm doing his hair, and I'm putting in I'm fussing over it, and I think he couldn't take me fussing over him, but I couldn't figure out how to get that daggone corsage on his lapel. This thing, it was the hardest thing. They give you 2 needles, and it's got to go through this thick tuxedo. Oh my gosh, but we got it through, and I said, I hope I don't stick you while you're dancing. But he went to the prom. He went off with this date. I can't show her picture, but he went off with this date. And they got in the car, and as they took off, I was just crying on the stairs. I was just crying, and I had to hug him. He was like, "Okay, well, stop it with all the hugging." But he went and he had a good time, and so I had a driver for them, for he and his date, and so she had to get back home. She lived a ways away, and so I knew that it's so hard because he's told me I can't talk about him anymore. So that's why I'm stuttering and stammering. So because I'm trying to figure out how do I talk about this without hearing it at home. But I knew that the parents were going to pick her up from the dance and take her home. But I said to myself, I know that he's gonna want to kiss her. So look, I'm whispering like he ain't gonna be able to see me talking about it. I knew that he was gonna want to kiss her, so I was like, well, let me get the driver and I will take them home because she lived a ways away. So I'm sitting in the front seat of the car. It was the worst ride of my life. Because the parents are not supposed to be in the car with the kids from the prom. It's just not supposed to be that way. But that was the only way I could get him to get her home. But I knew he wanted to kiss her. So the driver it was a third row seat. I said, sit all the way back there. And I sat in the front like this the whole time, and I was like, it's too silent. I think they kissed. And I was like, can you turn up the music, please? And I'm sitting there, and then they would be talking, and I'm trying, and then it was silence, and I was like, oh God, Lord, just let me go to sleep. I kept going, bless me with sleep. I need to go to sleep. It was so much, and they had a good time back there. It was a worst ride. Oh my gosh. But he got home, and my baby is grown up. That's all. Oh my goodness. Then you got to send everybody pictures. You got to send them all in there because nobody want to be on the text chain. So I'm copying and pasting different things, and it was, oh boy, so much trying to send pictures to everybody in the family. It used to be you took a picture, you got it developed, and then you mailed the pictures off. But now you got to put it on the phone, and everybody got comments, and I'm commenting to people who didn't make it. It was just, so I was just like, y'all just give me time so I could just sit and cry. And I did. I just sat on the couch and I just cried because my son is growing up, and so I know that's going on with a lot of people. So happy prom, everybody. Every parent who had to deal with it. There's another thing that's happening. I don't know what is going on in New York City, because last week the city was shrouded in smoke because of the wildfires in Canada. Now over the weekend, we had a massive swarm of bees that were buzzing around Manhattan. And oh my goodness, look at all those bees. Right there. Look, oh my gosh, all of those bees. So the city had to block off parts of Times Square so they could remove the bees from the thing. They're scraping the bees in the thing. And I said, if this is a stunt from Beyonce, the Beehive, that's the first thing I thought. Beyonce, if this is a stunt from you, I don't like it at all. But literally, I'm going to New York. We cannot catch a break because everything is happening here in New York. Last week, because of the air quality, the sky turned orange. And I just think that New York is the first stop off the train when Jesus come back. I'm telling you. I don't know what. You know what? And I'm telling y'all, if you don't believe me, something's going on. It better be lines outside of every church this weekend. I don't care what religion, the mosque, the Catholic, everybody. I was sitting there because I was like, and everybody kept saying to me, something's happening, something's happening. So me and myself, I'm trying to get right and tight because I know. Look, I'm just saying for those of y'all who've been out in these streets having a good time, like me, I've been having a good time out in these streets. I'm going back to being celibate. I'm telling you, I'm back on the straight and narrow. I'll just be a frustrated older woman. I'm going back. Ooh, my goodness, I don't know what's going on.